Hello, 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 hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We have another break here. We have another break. We have a personal break coming through for Roderic. We got two cases behind us, actually. Normally they're in front of us. Sandeep, what's good, my brother? We got two cases in behind us. We got Lorcana Winterspell and Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection V, Rarity Collection 5. So we'll start with Lorcana because we're more familiar with that. And then we'll move on to Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, we'll keep it going, keep it simple. Roderic, always appreciate you, bro. We'll get it going. Here we go. Sandeep, what's up, my brother? Big break, yeah. we'll get you going up next, but it might be a minute. Might be a minute or two. Nothing else in the box. All right. I'm sure some of you know our recent Lorcana struggles, but let's hope that the struggle is no more. So here we go. I got another email there as well. Anthony coming through. Riftbound. I see you, bro. We'll get you going. Boom. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's get into it. Nothing to it but to do it. Will we finally get, at the very least, an enchanted hit? Pocahontas Legendary. Will we finally get, at the very least, an enchanted hit from this set? Or will we get another dud case? I don't want to speak it into an existence, but, like, you know, we do have to keep track of, you know, what we have been experiencing in the last few cases have been tough, to say the least. And, you know, hopefully that changes. Agnar, Pleakley, Pumbaa. Isis, Vandechil, Lilo, McCoy, Christopher Rabin, Pete, Cold Foil Rare. Da, 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 da. Okay, Aladdin, Winnie the Pooh, Genpo. Space Cows, Prince Naveen, Goofy, and Bergana Macabre. And by the way, Roderic, the Yoda sketch, I don't know. That was from 2024 Star Wars Masterworks back. I think it was like Elsa and Pocahontas, Cold Foil Legendary, and Elsa Legendary as well. That was way back when. That was, I'd say that was like last like September. No, not even way before then. It was like last like July or something. That was like last July or something. And there was two sketches like that were like incredibly like photorealistic Yoda sketches, and I know the same person got them both, but I can't remember who it was. My brain tells me I think it was someone who doesn't show up anymore. Um, Hercules epic, but I could be wrong. It could be because a lot of our Star Wars people kind of hop in and hop out, um, compared to some of our other breaks. Like a lot of our Star Wars people like pop in whenever we have something, but I don't know. Nala, Pocahontas, John Smith, and Isis Vanderchill. And then the other sketch you're talking about, the die cut sketch, it was from the Captain America Brooklyn collection. That's a relatively recent release. We pulled that, I think, for Jeff. Is that Jeff? Was that Jeff? Ooh, I know it was a personal break. Eeyore, Scrooge McDuck, but was it for Jeff? Ooh, like about 2 months ago, if a little earlier. Today's May, so 2 months ago would be April, March. Yeah, it was like mid late March. Liquidator. Because it was after the product had been out for a bit. And we did a few personal breaks. It was like the last box of the night, I think. And it was just crazy. It's beautiful. Segment, cold foil rare. But yeah. Hey hey. Winnie the Pooh. Todd, Grand Councilwoman, Minnie Mouse. Tigger, Pumbaa, Piglet, Frozen Vine. Kua, Mushu, Simba, Mickey, Epic. Okay, Aladdin, Pumbaa, Piglet, Mickey, Anna, Percy. Lumpy, Mini, Fangmire, Anna, Mickey, Epic again. Morgana, Lilo, Prince Naveen, Ohana means family, and Taurus Bulba. Nala, Pocahontas, Crutch, Vixie, Zootopia. My cards are coming tomorrow. Can't wait to get the Luffy graded. Dude, it's so sick, man. It's so sick. You're gonna spend like 20 minutes just looking at it. It's so sick, bro. Swordplay, Thomas McHorn, Launchpad, Miko, Muddlefoot. The last pack of box 1. Space Cows, Chief Tui, and Stitch. Okay, box 2. Here we go. Mountain Fight, Tiana, Hercules, Darkwing Duck, Iduna, Pot of Honey, Nakoma, Mini, GG, Mini Epic. Pua, Bajo, Kanga, Lishan, David. Darkwing Duck, David, Darkwing Duck, Rue, Let It Go, Cold Foil Rare. Lumpy, Mini, Fangmire, Goofy, Stitch, Chinpo, Jocelyn Mallard. Hey Hey, Pocahontas, Prince Naveen, Lumpy. Pua, Goofy, White Rabbit, Gontu, straight good match. Snowball Fight, Thomas Lee Shang. Ohana means family, grab your bow. Boomer, Maui. Ohana means family and Stitch Epic. We're getting like a lot of epics. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing. But we're getting a lot of epics. Swordplay. Hercules, Kanga, Grandmother Willow. Another epic. We're getting so many epics. It's actually like crazy. Perhaps a good omen. Potofani. Zootopia, Scrooge McDuck, Maui. Hey Hey, David, Nani, Winnie the Pooh, Swordplay. Aladdin, Piglet, Lonely Grave, Stegmutt, Cold Foil Rare. Lumpy, Fangmire, Donald Duck, Jiminy Cricket, Percy. Lumpy, Fangmire, Piglet, Jiminy Cricket, Darkwing Duck. Morgana, Donald Duck, Pocahontas, and Beast Cold Foil, super rare. Morgana, Cinna, Launchpad, Stitch, Judy Hopps, Epic. This is like 4 epics in this box, by the way. And that's just like this second box. I mean, the first box had 3 epics, I think. Space Cows, Donald Duck, Winnie the Pooh, Copper, Game Preserve. Kevin, what's up, my man? Lumpy, Fangmire, Stitch, Angel, Pudge. Hey, hey. Pocahontas, Piglet, Bulba, Rabbit, Piglet. Boomer, almost Slade. Any big hits recently? Bro, last week was full of big hits, my man. Like, last week was the hottest week I've had on record. We hit like crazy last week. Tonight we have tonight we're doing okay so far. I will say we are kind of doing pretty. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe this. These are usually 1 to like 2 per box. We have 6 in this box, I think. Which is weird. So I don't know. We could be popping off here in just a second. You know, if these last 2 packs here. Well, we got 2 more boxes, but it's I don't know why we're getting so many epics. Bambi, Donald Duck. A little late to the party. Any Enchanted? Not yet, but we're getting a million epic. We have a million epic. I can show you in a second. Vanderchill, Tiana, Mickey, Agnar, Widow Tweed, Cold Foil Rare. I mean, it's very unlikely that this is even above 50 cents, but let's put it in top loader anyway. But like, we're getting so many epics, and they're not bad ones either. But like, this is 2 boxes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 epics across 2 boxes is a little bizarre. Bizarre in a good way, I mean, but you know, I've never seen that many iconics. And I will say a lot, you can see here, you can see that line. A lot of the commons and uncommons have been pretty steadily like not like miscut to show the print line. But they're not like good enough miscuts to be like worth anything, but they're just like uh-oh, is the gang coming through? Uh-oh, uh-oh. How we doing, fellas? Been a minute, yes, sir. I know, by the way, I don't know if you guys heard. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. I don't know if you guys heard, though, but, you know how you guys were opening those, Yu-Gi-Oh! Limit Over? Pulling for the Grandmaster Rare? We hit one. We hit one. Isn't that insane? Yeah. We hit one last Monday. How much is it worth? It's hard to know. Ben is gonna be so sad. Well, we hit. I mean, he can pull one. He can pull out of the other. Like, there's 2 sets, and we pulled him from 1 set. So in theory, we can. You know, but the pull rate has got to be so low. But ran into Dylan Sprouse in my card store by my apartment. He was telling me to buy Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. What's Dylan Sprouse doing? What? Why? What? Which Yu-Gi-Oh? We actually have Yu-Gi-Oh as part of this break coming up. They were at the movie premiere in NYC. Are you talking about those Japanese boxes that we were opening, or are you talking about him and his wife collect Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh? His wife is a smoke. Gotta get them on the broadcast, bro. You should have been like, yo, pop on Mikey's stream. You know, whatever about your movie. Freeze the Vine. No, I should DM him. I should DM him and see if we can get him on for like you know, for the next release. That'd be crazy. Pot of honey. Blue smoke, Nani. Oh, freeze divine, enchanted. Finally. Sword and Shield Lost Origin ETB. I mean, do you, brother? I'm not, you know. I do like Lost Origin, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I'm not gonna. Finally, Freeze Divine, Enchanted. Is that the one with the cool Gengar? Lost Origin is, no. Lost Origin, the one with the Gengar is, Fusion Strike. Freeze Divine. This is, I know it's not too crazy. It's like an, yeah. This is, oh. Yeah, the one with the one you're looking for is I'll type it in chat for you. Fusion Strike is the one you're looking for if you want the Gengar. But 81, but this, you know, this set was recently bought out. Prices have been going up, so 80, 85, give or take. High sale 120. Yeah. Not the best enchanted, but the Gengar I'm talking about isn't that expensive, but it's cool. I know the Fusion Strike one. Are we on box 3? Yes, this is box 3. Space Cows, Kanga, Stitch, Angel, Bangmire. Yeah, he always, I mean, he does. Basically, like, it's hard to discern one from the other, but he basically does always have a tongue out. Judy Hopps, Pete, Cold Foil Rare. Hey, Pumbaa, Copper, Wreck-It Ralph, Legendary, Big Mama. Ghana, Zootopia, Terran, Donald Duck. Get the team up packs. That's ballsy. That's ballsy. The 3-card packs is ballsy. You know? Like, that's... The 3-card packs are ballsy. Genie, epic. You know? I think they're cool, and I do think that within the, you know, the case or whatever that we had, there has to theoretically be a hit, you know? Although, you know, what we've learned recently from a certain product is I guess there doesn't necessarily have to be a hit in a case. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, you know, Ben got the Moonbreon? When? Did he pull it or did he buy it? Last week? Holy. No way. No way. That's insane. Tell him I say congrats. That's a huge hit. That's sick. That's sick. Tinkerbell. Cold Foil Legendary. That's sick, man. Favorite streamer, just worst prices. Yeah, I mean, little I can do about that, my man. If I had deals to do, I would, you know, always, I'd give you something if I could. I mean, Donald Duck, Eeyore. It's all your fault. I don't think you're the first to say that. You know, it's kind of out of my hands, my man. Swordplay, Donald Duck, Senna, Gantu, Game Preserve. I will say, and I can't say what they are, but if you have keen eyes, there are deals hidden in there because of oversight. I'm not going to say much more than that. But we found one the other week, and I didn't, I'm not saying anything. I don't know whether or not they changed it. I don't know if they updated it, but there are Grandmother Willow, Epic. There are deals in there. Is anyone even here from I think people I think someone is in, I don't know if who was there that night? I think someone in chat, at least they were here earlier. Angel Cold Foil. What's a good deal for Pokemon boxes on the site? Chat, please. I'll say it wasn't a box. Yes, that's the man you want to ask. I think he figured it out. I don't know whether or not he took advantage, but I think he figured it out. I can't. Was he there? I think so. I think he was there. Pocahontas. Find me some booster box let's not consider. Grab some tin thumbs. Did Roderic figure it out? I can't remember if he figured it out. I can't remember who figured it out. I can't even remember who got the break, dude. I'm losing it. Oh, I should remember who got the break. No, I do. It's still there. I'm debating. David. How you doing, man? There he is. There he is. That's so funny. Darkwing Tower. Okay. Last box of Winterspell here. It's not a loose pack, no. Retro evolution device. Not a loose pack, and it's not a box. It could be. It's not limited to say so I can. Well, it's not currently available for live break. That's the thing. I was slow that day, so I just broke it anyway because they asked. Judy Hopps Epic. I was slow, so it's not normally available for break. That's the thing. Just got two more. Are those for you or are those for break? David, did you get those for you or did you get those for break? That's kind of the question. Because I know they're not currently listed for live break. I'll also say, what, can I say that? I don't know. if you'll break them, then let's do it. If you can, I can. I mean, I will say, what time is it? 10, 12? We're probably going to be very busy. I'll say that much. We're probably going to be very busy. I'm happy to get to them if you want me to break it. But you know, I'm going to be breaking. You know, I'm probably going to have to turn off breaks in an hour. Pocahontas, which is rare for me. Because we already have a volley and we still have a case. No, hold on, let me. John, thanks for coming through as well. Brooklyn Collection. Oh yeah, that John, you pulled the Captain America sketch, didn't you? And David, checking out those tins, huh? So, David, did you want me to break those tins or no? I'm giving you a hint, bro. Come on. Play along. Mickey epic. Dude, we're getting so many epics, bro. We're getting so many epics. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, Roderic, you came in earlier asking about the whatchamacallit, talking about the two sketches that was in the BRB. I don't know who hit the Yoda, but John hit the Captain America Shield sketch. Your one the one die cut you like, Roderick. The one die cut you like. Pua, Donald Duck, Todd, Legendary. I've been looking at the tins. I had a feeling. Mulan Enchanted. 2 Enchanted case. Wow. We're so overdue. Mulan. Mulan Resourceful Recruit. Very nice. I would say, a 2 Enchanted case is oh wow, that's so crazy, but it's crazier to have a no Enchanted case. So, I sent it to Beckett. Hopefully they'll get back next week. Oh, that's incredible. Good to know. Mulan Resourceful Recruit Enchanted is about $100 hit here, it looks like. Mulan Resourceful Recruits. 100, 110-ish. Yeah, listings at 110, if not higher. Yeah, very nice. Mulan Resourceful Recruit. This is my first time pulling this one too. I pulled a lot from this set, but I've never hit this card, so it's really cool. Mulan Resourceful Recruit. Roderic. We did it. We finally got a dub back from the Lorcana gods. We finally... very naughty slut just followed. Who are you people? Who's following me? Why is someone with that tag coming to watch a break stream? Hello? Scrooge Copper. Am I the only one who saw that? It's ladies' night. Space Cows. Chief Tui. Kristoff, cold foil rare. I do think if I could pull off a ladies' night, honestly, like given all of the people who came in for breaks, there is a theoretical. I'm on phone. It's not showing live break. What? Wreck It, Rapunzel. If I order, you'll break it. Yes. These I just don't have this one marked as live break because 10s are generally annoying to break. But this one's only 4 packs, so I'm fine breaking it. Sleeves. 1020. Case. Go 4. Sorry, I'm trying to like math out how long it's going to be. I will say, everybody, there is a long line for breaks right now, which is a good problem to have. You know, I appreciate all of you, but I'm just letting you know. You know, I don't want anyone to be like, when's my break? Blah, blah, blah. You're going to be waiting. You are going to be waiting. Morgana, Lilo, Liquidator, Launchpad. But I will get to all of you. Even if I have to stay long, I'll get to all of you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Lumpy, Mini, Stitch. I also got all my shipping done. So, Winnie the Pooh, Epic. So many epics, bro. I got all my shipping done. So, like, the entire shipping area is empty. Finally, after God long. How long is Cube, bro? I mean, I don't even know. Like, genuinely over an hour. Like, I still have this case to break back here, and then we have everything else. Like, we have, yeah. Darkwing Duck, Gosselin Mallard. Hey, hey. Some of the breaks are quick, don't get me wrong, but, like, you know, I will, you know, yeah, generally, you're better off getting your order in sooner. Oh, you don't want to break? Darkwing Duck Cold Foil? Like, we still have, like, another minimum hour and a half stream, but we just do have that case to get to next. All right. That is Winterspell. And, you know, we've had a tough go of Winterspell recently, but we did... Okay, copy that. But we did make it through. We did make it through. Now we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection V, which I know nothing about. Which I'll pull this up here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection 5. Load. I'm gonna grab my top loaders. Okay. Okay. So we're looking for Starlight rares, basically collector's rares. Okay, Platinum, Secret Rare, Extended Arts. All right. Here we go, Roderic. We got a case of Rarity Collection 5. Let's get it. You know when you barely knew you pulled the Dark Magical Curtain over frame, $100 raw, 1200 PSA, dude. We ended up pulling. I don't know if you heard. We ended up pulling one Dark Magical Curtain, Prismatic Secret Rare, at PSA 10. That's 10K. Insane. But we also ended up pulling a Grandmaster Rare. We did. Where's my blade? There it is. We ended up pulling a Grandmaster Rare. Yeah. It's insane. It's insane, bro. But what card? Ooh, it's like something Synchro Dragon of the Four Winds or something like that. It's it's from Limit Over. It's from the second Limit Over set. I can't remember if that's Heroes or Rivals, but it's from the second one. Oh, this is Blue Eyes. Oh, so wait, hold up. Crystal Wing, no. Why is I just blue? Is this Starlight Rare out the gate? Am I stupid? Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's the bit. Okay, we just pulled out the gate. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Starlight Rare. Out the gate. It's like a $40 card. Out. Okay. Sprite Blue, Serpent, Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Kashtira Unicorn. MKMK, so he got banned from chat. We just hit a Starlight, yeah, and it's Blue Eyes White Dragon. Why did he got banned from chat? What are you talking about? No, he didn't. I didn't ban him. I don't know. I didn't ban him. Maybe auto banned. Yeah, there's nothing in chat saying maybe he got banned from Twitch because he was talking about Obelisk the Tormentor, Songs of the Dominators. Is this they probably do some self-harm. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. I think Gorm's right there. We get banned from everything because Mike should have to work on. I think this is a Starlight Rare. I'm not certain. It looks very similar. but I don't know. It looks very, very similar. I'm not fully certain, but I'll just top load it. Rarity launcher, Gear Fusion, Dark Magician with a clear print line there. That's ugly. Sprite starter. I'll sleeve you. Come back to it later. I think for a lot of these, if I have questions, I'll just come back to it later because we got like, you know, purely pretty memory. This is definitely Starlight Rare. If I have a question about something, I'll just put it in a sleeve and come back later to check to see if it needs to be top loaded. Because, you know, I want to be able to get to everyone tonight. And, you know, I can do more digging, do more research later. Lovely Labyrinth. Diviner of the Heralds. Have some Starlight Rares that I have no idea about. Forbidden Chalice. Bane in the Shroud and Dragon. I just don't really know Yu-Gi-Oh! That well. And, you know, because no one ever really comes in for breaks up until, you know, recently with Dragon's Mind. Up until recently, the Limit Over collection kind of changes everyone's mind on Yu-Gi-Oh! And now the Rarity collection has, like, you know, overframe hits that are interesting. Vanquish Soul Raisin. Crimson Gaia. But yeah, like, I don't really know Yu-Gi-Oh! All that well, so I have to kind of learn it real quick after this. Solemn Judgment. This is definitely a Starlight Rare. And we are looking for overframes as well, because this set has overframes. How much was this box? Well, it was a case. 12 boxes. Fossil Dig. Urgent Schedule. And we're only on box 1. We got ways to go. Special Schedule. I'd like to take more time, but we have such a backlog that I'm just kind of going through, and we can kind of look at stuff another time, unfortunately. New Frontier. Why are open the pack, man? Come out. There we go. Magic Cylinder. Trap Dust Shoot. Nightmare Apprentice. Starlight Rare. Nightmare Apprentice. Infinitrack. Crimson Gaia. Sprite Jet. Monster Reborn. Yummy Surprise. Swords of Revealing Light. Psy Reflector. Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. Photon Delta Wing. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Yukiona. And the last pack of the box. Promethean Princess. Danger, Nessie. All right. Have you guys ever pulled anything good from OP5? You guys have it decently priced. I've always wanted to do open one. Have we no overframes yet that I've seen? No overframes yet. Sandeep, what's OP5 again? I can't remember them by their numbers. I remember them by their, you know, their names, because I'm a lame-o. What's OP5 again? Raigeki. New Frontier. Urgent Schedule. Awakening of a New Era. I don't think we've even opened all that much of that. Maybe we've opened one box. Maybe we've opened two. But we haven't opened, like, really any of that. Fossil Dig. Yeah, we've not opened a ton of that. Solemn Warning. Super Quantal Mech Beast Gram Pulse. Sliffer the Sky Dragon. Starlight. Sliffer the Sky Dragon. Starlight Rare. Dogmatica. Call of the Haunted. Magic Cylinder. Sacred Fire King Garunix. Crossout Designator. Dogmatic Nation. IP Masquerena. Photon Delta Wing. Blue Eyes White Dragon base. I'll put that in the sleeve. Nothing else crazy. I know Blue Eyes Toon Dragon is also a hit. Laundry Dragon Maid. Tour Guide from the Underworld. Super Quantum Blue Layer. Albion the Souls. I really like the designs. Tatsunoko. I just wish I knew the rarities better. Like that, like Flipper the Sky Dragon, Crimson Gaia, Rocket Tracer, the collectors. No, this is the Platinum Secret Rare, I think. I think the first slot is where you get your Starlights, and I think the last slot is Platinum Secret. So I know that's kind of how Yu-Gi-Oh does their packs a little bit. Is like certain slots will have certain availability of certain things. Fossil Dig, yeah, because I'm assuming any card that has these sorts of things have the capability to be Starlights. Because all of the Starlight rares that I see, like just on a quick scroll, have something like that. So still no overframes. Hopefully it's more than one overframe per case. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Joey Wheeler. I got my Red Eyes. Reinforcement of the Army. Clockwork Knight. Gimmick Puckbit. Rocket Tracer. Fateful Adventure. Exo Sister. Diviner of the Herald. Skull Servant. Tatsunoko. Monster Reborn. Let's see. Monster. Yeah, so Monster is the, yeah. So the Starlight Rares have the, like, big kanji. A card that can be a Starlight Rare has the big kanji and is in the 1 slot. I think that's my understanding so far. Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring. Oh, I forgot to look at the other sorts of Compelling Light. Mystical Space Typhoon, Iron Thunder, Last Pack of Box 2. A Stellar of the White Forest, Psy Frame Gear. Okay. Slot 1. Special variant art. Contains one of the new variant art cards with messaging. Slots 3 and 4, usually ultra rares, but have a 1 in 6 chance to be a prismatic collector's rare. And slot 5 would probably be luxury slot, guaranteed secret rare, but it has 1 in 4 chance, platinum secret or starlight rare. Psyframe gear. Monster Reborn, Sprite Blue. Yeah, I don't think our 3 and 4 slots have ever been anything in the 2 boxes so far. Yummy Surprise. But it does it. Oh, there we go. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. This is not Starlight Rare. This is just base. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. Overframe. It's about a $25-ish card. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero Overframe. Just base, not Starlight. What website are you using to see prices? TCG Player. It's best, you know, TCG Player, it really is like the go-to for most TCGs. I only use Pokédata for Pokemon. Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning. But yeah, TCG Player is like the #1 when it comes to TCG pricing. I personally just prefer Pokédata for Pokemon because it, you know, has the card visuals so accessible. Tatsunoko Chaos Angel, like I only really need to learn the top like 3 lines on Pokédata. Everything else below that is usually like a $2 card or something like that. Pot of Avarice, but like if I'm opening something that I'm not as familiar with, prices are prices. If you want a PSA 10 of these big hits, good luck. Yeah, I just kind of use it to like know where something is. TCG Player is the way to go. You could also use price charting, but TCG Player is pretty accessible. Solemn Judgment, DDD Marksman, Scapegoat, Sprite Blue, Dogmatica Nation, I've been using price charting for Pokemon. Promethean Princess Bestower Flames. I mean, price charting is not bad. I mean, especially when you're looking for like PSA data, price charting is the way to go. But if you're just looking at raws, which is mostly what I do, if you're just looking for raws, then, you know, TCG's Player is the way to go. If you're looking for PSA data, then you go to price charting. A lot of the time, though, I just look at raws, and if someone wants PSA data, then we can find it. But yeah. Nibiru. Okay, with Lorcana, prices out there are off the charts. You have to find your own and hope for a 10. Primite Lordly Load. Purely Pretty Memory. Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. Psy Reflector. Reinforcement of the Army. Urgent Schedule. Promethean Princess. Diviner of the Herald. Skull Servant. Skull Servant. Super Quantum Red Layer. After thinking about it, I'll probably get an OP 17 case from you guys once you post instead of OP5. You should get someone on the channel that knows a ton about foiling. Soledad, Dosol Faccord Coolia. The competition on foiling is crazy. It keeps getting better also. I'd love to look at 5-10 foils and see what they say. That would be interesting. Does anyone know a foiling expert across all TCGs? You know, Ghost Ogre, Sprite Jet. I'll probably just buy OP17 or use my good master. Stand Up Centurion, Alphamir, or Armalier, sorry, Armalier. Star Leader, Dragon. Skull Servant. Stake Your Soul. Ash Blossom. I'm not doing anything. Maybe I'll find some. Eldritch, the Golden Lord. Eldritch, the Golden Lord. Starlight Rare. Swords of Concealing Light and Rocket Tracer. Alright, I'm going to make some room here. Those are the first 3 boxes. 9 to go. Okay. Keeping it going. There's probably some YouTuber that's like, oh, today we're looking at this sort of thing, blah, 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 blah. I just don't really know him. I mean, if there's people out there that do, you know, pizza crust reviews, there has to be someone that looks at the foiling across all TCGs. Delta Wing. Mikanako Promise. Dragon's Mind. Called by the Grave. Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. Starlight Overframe is what we're hunting. Yes, Starlight Overframe. Still only 1 Overframe so far. We have pulled a decent number of Starlight, but some of them are, you know, some of them are good hits, some of them are valueless. Eldritch, Dragon's Rebirth. Magic Cylinder. Heavy Polymerization, Dogmatica Nation. Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. I'll be in the Shrouded Dragon. Lovely Labyrinth. Danger, Nessie. Forbidden Chalice. Infinitrack, River Stormer. Ghost Mourner. Call of the Haunted. Traptrix Sarah. Scarred Dragon. Brigade. I can't even speak, man. Brigade Kit. Starlight. Stick Your Soul. Snake Eyes. Doom Dragon. Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. Starlight. Super Quantal, Mech Beasts. Sky Striker Ace. Quick Launch. Malice, White Rabbit, Songs of Domination. What box is this? Number 4. Still got 8 to go. Punk Jam, Dragon Drive, Sprite Starter. This is box 4. We've pulled only one overframe. It was just a normal overframe, not Starlight, just a normal overframe. Foolish Burial, Tatsunoko, Infernity Launcher, Scarred Dragon, Heavy Polymerization, Impermanence, Iron Thunder, Solemn Warning, Steel Serenir, Divine Arsenal, Soul Eating Overraptor, Nightmare Apprentice, Dragon's Rebirth, Clockwork Knight, and last pack of box 4, Red Eyes, Black Dragon, Psy Reflector, and Lancia, Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain. All right. Four more. else in the box. Neospatian Aqua Dolphin Quick Launch. Trishula. Exosister. Tri-Brigade Kit. Albion, Shrouded Dragon. Obelisk the Tormentor, Ancient Gear, Platinum Gadget. Infernity Launcher, Dolphixicord, Dolphixicord or something like that. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Soul Eating Overraptor and Quick Launch. Dark Magician. Psyframe Driver. Monster Reborn. Armalier. Swords of Revealing Light. Sprite Blue. DD Count Surveyor. Ghost Bell, Haunted Mansion, Imseti, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Dulcifacticord, or something, however you pronounce this name. According to AI, Foil Degen Pengjun. Traptrix Sarah. Charlie Herlocker recognizes Pokemon expert and senior consultant for the Gundam trading cards. Specializes in the technical, often nuanced details of card rarity and authenticity. Pot of Avarice. Exosister, DD Count Surveyor. What the manufacturing design people. Dominus Purge. Overframe. Dominus Purge. This is like a 50-ish, 60-ish, like 55-ish dollar hit. Dominus Purge. Very nice. Night Sword Serpent. That's our second overframe in 5 boxes. So 2 every 5. Could be 2 every 6. 2 every 5 isn't bad. 3 every 5 would be ideal. That would mean potentially 6, potentially even 7 in a case. Winged Dragon of Ra. Platinum Gadget. Foolish Burial. Starlight. Oh yeah, speaking of Starlight, The Boys, I think ends in, not this week, but next week. Soul Raisin, Yukiona, like next Thursday. I think, right? Yeah. New Frontier. Cyframe Delta. Oh my god. My pile! No! My pile! My poor pile! No, 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 no. There we go. Good as new. Magic Cylinder. Infinitrack Harvester. Neospatian Aqua Dolphin. Dulcifactor. Pot of Avarice. Fiendsmith Lacrima. Sky Striker Ace. Lancea. Okay, this is box number 6. Box number 6. Gold Servant. Saryuja. Arias. Solemn Warning. Ancient Gear Fusion. Ash Blossom, Joyous Spring. Centurion. The Stellar of the White Forest. Super Quantum Red Layer. Mystical Space Typhoon. Garrick's Eternity. Punk Jam Dragon Drive. Radiant Typhoon Vision. Mystical Space Typhoon Starlight. Danger Nessie, Psy Reflector. Laundry Dragon Maid. Stake Your Soul. Traptrix Sarah. What did I just get an email for? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought like I just got a really bad email and it was not what I thought it was. Okay, sorry. I was like, why is this showing up? And it's like, okay, no. That's not what it is. Count Surveyor. New Frontier. Night Sword Serpent. is it safe to buy the Panini album from Steel City? I don't know what the Panini album is, but probably, yeah. I mean, you can ask the people here in chat how we deal with their products, how we deal with their shipping. You know, I don't know who's in chat right now, but they can tell you their firsthand experience about you know. I say yeah, 100%, but you know, I don't know who's in chat. They might tell you. Fall by the Grave, Sprite Jet, Vanquish Soul Raisin, Raigeki, Malice White Rabbit, Malice P White Rabbit, Starlight Rare, Lancea, Dogmatica, Dragon's Rebirth, Soccer World Cup Panini album, and it's the album where you glue stickers from packs, but I've been trying to find it. I found it here. Yeah, I mean, as you may have seen, the people in chat have, you know, said they've given their okay. I mean, I'm not going to try to convince you. You know, we are safe, but if you don't believe us, that's up to you. But yeah, basically, we ship everything out kind of. I think you could argue we overpack, like we you know, over package some things. You know, we make it a little too safe. You know, but Tatsunoko, you know, I'm sure there's people out there who are frustrated with how many packing peanuts they have to clean up whenever they get our packages, but Promethean Princess Bestower of Flames, Night Sword Serpent, Dragon's Mind, Tatsunoko, Skull Servant, Phimina, Vanquish Soul Rising, Snake Eyes Doom Dragon, quick question, Messi or Ronaldo? I don't know. I'm not a sports guy. I don't know anything about sports. You might notice that nothing here is sporty. I know nothing when it comes to sports. You know, I know that Messi and Ronaldo are kind of the two goats. There, it's you can't have one in the conversation without the other, right? But yeah, I personally don't know. I, you know, I think I might go with Messi just because I think I recognize him easier. But I think generally, I think Ronaldo is kind of more worldwide recognized. You know, but like so is Messi. But I think Ronaldo is like the, you know, whereas the Americans like myself might choose Messi. I think everywhere else, a very significant amount of people would pick Ronaldo. We're on box 7. Our cat is always excited too because Eldritch, Scrap Chimera, Raigeki. Yes, nice answer. If everyone asks, you always say Messi always. Good to know. Until I find a Ronaldo supporter who's like, hey, what are you doing? And for some reason, they're from Jersey. Swords of Revealing Light. Frame Gear. Forget Them Both. Bruno F. Yeah, my favorite soccer player is Bruno Mars. Divine Arsenal. Crimson Gaia. Frame Gear Gamma. I don't think I can say that second name on stream without getting fired. Ronaldo has more goals because he's played 2 more seasons than Messi. Cross Sheep. Thank the Fire Dragon. Fateful Adventure. Bruno Fernandez. Castir Unicorn. Red Eyes Black Dragon. I want to see the price of this one. I'm super curious. Because I was like, a lot of people were Blue Eyes White Dragon kids. I was a Red Eyes Black Dragon kid. You know, Joey Wheeler was my GOAT. Oh, it's only a $10 hit? Come on, man. Joey Wheeler needs more respect on his name. That's why people choose him, because he has more goals, but Messi has won every trophy in soccer, and he has more assists. All right, but, I mean, my question for you, Seto Kaiba or Yami Yugi? Huh? Huh? Dark Sage? Seto Kaiba or Yami Yugi? There is an answer. Dark Magician Girl. Yami, it's Seto Kaiba. You go Kaiba all day. It's Seto Kaiba. You go Kaiba all day, every day. Nibiru, Infinitrack, Iron Thunder. You go Kaiba all day, bro. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Fire King. Gundam needs to go a step further, set a new standard. Compulsory evacuation device. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always had interesting foiling. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always, like, been at the forefront of, like, weird foiling. That's part of the reason why there's so many different foil styles, foil styles, so many different card types, to learn when you're opening a set, like Dark Magician, I Dogmatic Nation. I don't know how Gundam could take it further, you know. Cross out Designator, Take Your Soul. Like, it feels like every year Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes out with a new... you can see the new design in all these sets. These guys are killing the foil. Laundry Dragon Maid. Diviner of the Herald. I guess you could, like... The one thing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of missing in its foiling, in a lot of its foil styles, is texture. You know, like... You have this, but there's no, like, raised textures. Gold cards. All right, have a good one. I'll buy the Panini album. Messi is the GOAT. Okay, copy that, my brother. Thanks for popping in. Cards. Yeah, we need scratch and sniff. Scratch and sniff cards, but if you scratch them, then you lose the PSA 10. Fiend Smith's Lacrima. Raigeki, Rocket Tracer, Danger Nessie. Mikanko Promise. Call of the Haunted. Sky Striker Ace. Archfiend. See, you get it. Quick Launch. Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. Tri Brigade Kit. Yukiona. We're moving into box 8 here. Still only 2 overframes. This is box 8. Phil only pulled 2 overframes so far. Called by the Grave. Trishilla, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Kishir Unicorn. Eldritch, the Golden Lord. Lopter, Shadow of Generator bosses. I will say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Card names sound like, you know, Dark Souls bosses. Lopter, Shadow of the Generator bosses. Like, you know, I feel like I could load up a Dark Souls game and it's like, oh yeah, I'm fate. Dude, Lopter rolled me, you know? Tatsunoko. Solemn Warning. Momentual. A Stellar of the White Forest. Dragon's Mind. Heavy Polymerization. Forbidden Chalice. Linguribo. Ghost Mourner, Moonlit Chill. So leading over Raptor. Traptrix Sarah. Trap Dust Shoot. Solemn Judgment. Clockwork Knight. Mikanko Promise. Armalier. Mikanko Promise. Starlight. Kashtira. Songs of the Dominators. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Starlight. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Monumental Tech Primite Lordly Lore. Or Lordly Load or something like that. Punk Jam, Sprite Jet. Yummy Yummissment. Scapegoat. Frame Gear Delta, Radiant Typhoon Vision. Foolish Burial. Dogmatica Nation. Urgent Schedule. Dimension Shifter. Super Quantum Red Layer. Ghost Ogre, Snow Rabbit. Center Ion. Sky Striker Ace Rose. Starlight. Lopter, Yummy Yummizment. Divine Arsenal, Sprite Jet. Nightmare Apprentice. Stake Your Soul. Red Eyes, Black Dragon. Dark Lord Ishel. Sky Striker Ace. Rocket Tracer in the last pack of box 8. Malice. Bestial Dispater. Okay. I know people have been waiting a long time. I apologize. You know, got a lot to get through. 4 final boxes before these breaks go through, and then we got the I forget who's up next. I'll do a quick rundown to see who's up next. We have Sandeep, Anthony, John, then David. Sandeep, Anthony, John, then David. I'll do a refresh to see if I'm... Well, I mean, Roger, you don't have to apologize. Like, I'm more just, like, keeping everyone in the loop. You know, I know... I don't know if Sandeep is even still here. I know he was earlier, but... Then Moonbury on time? Right. Yeah, totally. Swords of Revealing Lights, Super Quantum Mech Beast Grampulse. It's also very funny that everyone like came through tonight were all of the people whose breaks I had gotten out the door before stream started. Like, you know, I was packing up everyone's breaks that were like, you know, still left over from like last weekend or whatever. Everyone would love a Starlight Overframe and Desk Clip. Exo Sister Michaelis. I mean when we pulled the Luffy manga, I was like, if there was ever a time to flip the desk, it would be now. You know? Vanquish Soul Raisin. Soul Facticorn, Fiendsmith's Lacrima. Mystical Space Typhoon, Sprite Blue, Shashir Fenrir. Dark Magician Girl. Dominus Purge. Still only one overframe. We're in box number 9 here. There we go. Kubikara Devincarnate. Kubikara. Kurikara. The Starlight Rare is a $200 hit. This is a like 40-ish. Yeah, $45 hit. Kurikara Devin Carnate. Unfortunately, not a Starlight, but it is an overframe. Kurikara Devin Carnate. Overframe. Fiendsmith's Lacrima. Third, though, yes. So that's about one every 3 boxes. So theoretically, with 3 boxes left, we should get one more. So, which I think if it ends up being at 1 prismatic per case, or sorry, 1 Starlight overframe per case. Monkey D. Luffy, 69,420. Wow. I didn't know Monkey D. Luffy partook in either of those things. Swords of Concealing Light. Sky Striker Ace. Iron Thunder. Bestial Serenir. Yeah, so it seems to be averaging so far 1 overframe every 3 boxes. Stand Up Centurion. Take Your Soul. Monkey D. Luffy loves 420. That's why he's always chilling and eating. I think, you know, you don't have to love 420 to chill and eat. I'll say that much. Tri Brigade Kit. Frame Driver. And my email signed out. Cool. Dark Magician. Frame Gear. Crossout Designator. Bestial Dispater. Laundry Dragon Maid. Sprite Jet. Monster Reborn. Starlight Rare. Monster Reborn. There we go. Frame Gear Delta. Primite Dragon. I do hope it ends up being 1. I hope we do get at least 1. One more overframe. And it would be nice if it was a Starlight Rare. Because 1 Starlight Rare per case kind of makes sense. Count Surveyor. Raigeki. Serenir. Mikanko Promise. Dragon Maid. Fire King. Sky Striker Ace. Despian Quiritus. And last pack, Cross Sheet. Last pack of box 8. With Primate Dragon, Scrap Chimera. Okay. All right. We're in the final countdown here. 3 boxes to go. Red Eyes, Raigeki, Night Sword Serpent. Reinforcement of the Army. Photon Delta Wing. Laundry Dragon Maid. Leaves. Uploaders. Okay, that should be enough. Night Sword Serpent. Kashtira. Stop falling, please. Please. Gimmick Puppet. Cyframe Driver. I'm a frame, driver. Fateful Adventure. Labyrinth Butler. Skull Servant. Tatsunoko Gear Fusion. Lovely Labyrinth. Vanquish Center Ion Primera. Forbidden Chalice. Galax Eternity. Dark Magician Girl. Dark Magician Girl, Starlight Rare, about a $40 hit, give or take. Dark Magician Girl, finally. Yummy Surprise. Thigh Reflector. Punk Jam. Crimson Gaia. Slipper. DDD. Mystical Space Typhoon. Albion Shrouded Dragon. Fossil Dig. Diviner of the Herald. Solemn Warning. Swords of Concealing Light. Ash Blossom Enjoys Spring. Dracotail Fimina. Bestseller of the White Forest. Sprite Blue. Dark Magician. Starlight Rare. Somehow less cool than Dark Magician Girl, despite coming first. IP Masquerena. Dark Lord of Shell. Blue Eyes, White Dragon, Iron Thunder, Laundry Dragon Maid, Vanquish Soul Raisin, or Raisin, Traptrick Sarah. Super Quantum Red Layer. Raigeki. Super Quantum Blue Layer. Reinforcement of the Army. How many boxes left? 2 boxes left. We got this pack, and then we got 2 boxes. Dark Lord of Shell, Clockwork Knight. New Frontier. Despian Quaeratus. I think you would enjoy ripping Dragon Ball. I would. I enjoy ripping anything, brother. You know? Swords of Revealing Light. Urgent Schedule. Special Schedule. Obelisk the Tormentor. Sacred Fire King Garanix. It's fun learning about it. Infernity Launcher. Infinitrack River Stormer. Really neat cards. Have you pulled anything like crazy from it so far? Dark Magician. Radiant Typhoon Vision. Monster Reborn. Trap Dust Shoot. Swords of Revealing Light. Sire Reflector. Sent him off 6 months ago. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. Starlight. Already forgot what I pulled. Tatsunoko. Sprite Jet. Call by the Grave. DDD Marksman King Tell. Soul Raisin. Delta Wing. Neospatian. Thigh Frame Gear Gamma. Trishula. Yukiona. Tri-Brigade Kit. Super Quantal. Stand Up Centurion. Starlight. Exosister Michaelis. Dulcifasticcord. I can't even pronounce that, man. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what it says, bro. Winged Dragon Bra. Game Nerd seems to know a good connection for Dragon Ball. New Frontier. Quick Launch. Magic Cylinder. Frame Driver. Neospatian Aqua Dragon. Armalier. Pot of Avarice. Imseti. Scapegoat. Stake Your Soul. High Spirits. Ghost Spell. Haunted Mansion. Raigeki. Please Source Dragon Ball Manga. Compulsory. Dragon's Rebirth. Promethean Princess. Exosister Michaelis. If you send me an email, and then I can forward that on directly to like one of my supervisors to be like, hey, there's a direct ask for this. It could help persuade them. I have no idea whether or not they're, you know, my TCG, my supervisor who runs the TCG side of things. I have no idea if he's even looking at Dragon Ball. But if there's direct interest expressed, then it could persuade them. Last box here. Cross Sheep. Lopter. Get ahead of the hype. Ghost Mourner. Sprite Blue. Reinforcement of the Army. Yummy Surprise. So, theoretically, this box should have... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, theoretically, this box should have an overframe. And there it is. Odd Eyes, Arc Ray. Odd Eyes, Arc Ray Dragon. Unfortunately, not a Starlight Rare overframe. So those must be like one every few boxes, or sorry, one every few cases. But it does seem pretty clear 1 every 4 boxes is in overframe. I don't know how much it would be to get the... I don't know what the pull rate is on the Starlights, though. These are from the other one. Albion, Sanctifier Dragon. But yeah, it seems very clear 1 every 4, or sorry, 1 every 3 boxes. But Maxi, Beamsmith's Lacrima. New Frontier. Dragon's Rebirth. Chaos Angel. Stand-Up Centurion. Kashtira Fenrir. So we still backed up. We're about to start catching up in like 10 minutes. But yeah, we are still in a... I mean, if you want to place your order, place your order. But like at midnight, I'm turning break orders off. And I'm probably going to be breaking past midnight. I'm probably going to, you know, I'm assuming I'm going to be breaking until like 12:30, maybe 12:40. So if you want to get a break in, you get paid overtime. Yeah. I don't often go overtime, but like I can if I need to. If it comes to breaks, yes, I'm allowed to. You know, there was one day where I was breaking. I went through. Let's rack up the extra hours. There was one day I was here breaking until like 4 a.m. or something like that. It was like uh yeah, it was like I was breaking up until like 4 a.m. and yeah, infinite impermanence. It was someone like came in at midnight and dropped a 10K order on like just a bunch of cases of stuff. Monster Reborn. I was literally like winding down. I'd literally given the 5 minute warning, and then they came in and dropped a 10K, like a 6K order, and then another like 4.5K order, and I'm like, oh, Magic Cylinder, Call of the Haunted. It was crazy. But I also said after that night, anyone who comes in and does that, I'll get you going. The start of stream the next day. You know, I'm fine. I'm fine doing you know, bits and pieces here and there. You know, small things. But like anyone who comes in, dropping a 10K order at midnight, no, get out of here, bro. Wait your turn. You know. Ah. Pot of Avarice, Psy Reflector, Dogmatic Nation. What are these? Where do these go? These just get knocked off the top, probably. We got 5 packs to go. I think something like that. Tour guide, special schedule. Solemn Judgment, Lopdeer. Scapegoat, Danger, Nessie, Albion Shrouded Dragon. Compulsory Evacuation Device, Clockwork Knight. And the last pack of the break, can we get a prism? No overframe, unfortunately. So definitely one every 3 boxes. I was hoping for an extra one to get us that Starlight overframe, but I guess. Oh, what the hell did I just? I just like hit my like bone, and it's like as if I hit my funny bone. You know what I mean? But it was like in my palm. Sky Striker Ace. Fire King Garanix, and Vanquish Soul Raisin. Okay. There we go, my brother. There we go. There we go. There we go. We made it, everybody. I didn't have this beard when we started the break. What the hell? There we go, folks. Roderic, my man, thank you very much, of course, for coming in there, getting involved. We definitely did better on the Lorcana than we had in the past, and this was a good introductory experience to Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection 5. Get ahead of the hype. There we go, there we go. That was... Woo! All right. Appreciate you, bro. Truly, truly, truly. Always.